Hello everyone, we are in quite a predicament. After building this contraption, the power consumption has kind of spiked through the roof, which is very bad. Now there are some easy fixes for this, and they're in the tech tree. However, we do not have the power trims unlocked yet, as they are in level 14 laboratory. However, that's why we designed this refinery in the first place, so we could actually pump everything up there. It seems to be running fine for now, so I don't think it's going to be too bad right now. So someone suggested, I think this one, as when you put sand in the crusher, it creates a bunch of byproducts, which should have included power. I don't see that on here though. What I imagine they meant would be this one, which is the sesamite crystals, or most likely this one, as this is the shattering of the crystals compared to making the crystals. Either way, we don't have them unlocked yet. Right now I have a small setup to get more cranks going. However, we are of course also going to need to set up the pumps in this area. Before we do that, let's head over to PT Sierra. 1, to make sure that these cranks keep going. And 2, where did that line go? I think instead of using the unrefined bio stuff at level 14, I'm gonna have it go to 11. That is where our refinery is. I think level 12 and 13, they're fine to use this stuff. It doesn't really matter much. They're not using much of it anyway. But it's been sitting here for a while, and I think we can make better use of it in our refinery, because the more fuel we have to play around with, the better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the unrefined biodiesel, and I'm just going to hook it up to this system. Alright, something else I want to do is I want to redirect the impure biodiesel line. Have that go to 14 as well, because it is just extra fuel. We already created so much of this stuff, which is really good. This is a really good buffer to have. Similarly to the pure stuff, that is also really nice. Alright, at the crafting hub, let's quickly see what we need for sand pumps. Because we're going to need loads. We're going to need at least 23 of them. And that is in order to run it at the lowest speed, which is what I don't want, of course. Now the annoying thing is every time we add more assemblies, we're using up more power. So this is going to be an endless loop until we have a better way of generating power. Or just make a lot more cranks, man. And here we go. We're making the first sand pumps. I'm not sure how many I want to shoot for. We cannot really overdo it either way, because we would have to upgrade fuel production again. So there's a constant bottleneck issue, really. Alright, good news. We're on plus power most of the time. Alright, when this craft finishes, we should have enough pumps to at least get Sierra, the laboratory going. Alright, I think I put enough cranks down to be in the positive at all times now. This finished crafting, so we now have 28 pumps. I will be making a few more. Eventually we're going to need them anyway. For level mech, level 15. Alright, it is pump time. So there were a couple locations that I already found that were really good, and I want to put them kind of back. I should have kept them there. I removed them last time, but I really should not have. Alright, I think these locations are good. It's not the best, but this one almost pumps to the very bottom. So does this one. This one, however, doesn't. Ultimately, we're going to have to put down 23 pumps, so they're not all going to fit, of course. But if we can find a couple good locations where we don't really have to worry about them, for at least a very long time, then that will be good. Now, I think these are it. But I think those were also kind of lucky, because there seems to be... there seems to be an entire ravine here. Let's place a couple down and see where that ravine leads. I do need to figure out in what orientation. I think it's that way? Yes. None of these. That is kind of interesting. This map is so hard to see under, man. Like, under the sand. Well, I think that's the bottom layer, which probably why it doesn't dig all the way. Well, I think for now, let's place down a couple pumps just around here. And we'll have to replace them later. Right, some are worse than others, but they all seem to be around the 30k range, which is good right now. Except this one is a 25. I may as well just remove that one. And I guess place it on this side. That's 29. Well, at least it's better, I suppose. Right, now that we laid the foundation, the fun part of plugging everything in is coming. So we need 2 fuel outlets. One for the pure stuff, and then one for the impure. I'm also going to need plenty more inserters, so I'm having those being made. Alright, with that, all the inserters are in. Alright, I think with that, all these pumps have been connected. They all have an input, they all have an output. I think with that, we can start connecting these and pray that we have enough fuel. I'm actually going to connect them the other way around. There is a reason for this. And that's because this side, where I want to have the pure go in, has one more pump. And since the pure lasts longer, I'm hoping that it can actually keep up. So an issue that I can already see is that it's just too many bloody pumps, man. Having one large line like this is not good enough. Like, look how little make it all the way to the end. I mean, of course, it's gonna increase, so it might. I'm just gonna let it run for a second. It actually seems to keep up with itself now. Although maybe not. It actually seems to pull in quite a lot. Something else that is odd. I placed on 23 of them here, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Oh, damn it, I placed on 21. I need 2 more sand pumps. Let's just place them here for now, because otherwise everything will go to waste. Even that's not going to be enough. Okay, so we need at least 3 pumps. How did my math get this inaccurate so fast, man? Right, I'm going to connect them with the pure stuff. Clearly, we cannot spare the other one. God, I placed these in such an annoyingly awkward location. And for now, I'm going to have to connect them using floors, because I don't have any beams on me. Alright, when this go... Yes, so now we're in the surplus. That is good. It seems like pure is actually doing pretty good. That's lasting a long time. I might just have a couple at the end connect with the pure as well. Although, you know, actually, even the impure seems to be keeping up. Yeah, that's good. That's fantastic. The weird thing is, though, even though we're digging more than the refill rate, the sand remaining level is not going down. Why the hell is that? Ooh, it is not keeping up anymore. Where the hell did they stop? I'll look away for 1 second, man. You're all working. Why the heck is it suddenly lower? Annoyingly, though, that does mean that we're going to need some quick extra pumps. Because otherwise a lot of this fuel's going to waste. Okay, it keeps going down farther and farther, which is weird, because they're all running. Ooh, I see the problem. Some just can't unload. Yeah, I should have seen that one coming, to be honest. I need more unloading spots. I thought I had enough. Alright, let's just stop this for now, because it's so much fuel wastage. And also, let's check if we can even keep up. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. There's a lot of fuel being taken from these chests. Not as much pure, though. Pure seems to be pretty good. Ultimately, I think we need, like, another crusher or 2 producing this stuff. The other annoying part is I designed this in such a way that placing chests down is going to be hard as hell. Now, another way we could actually do this, and which is probably a smarter way, is to make tier 3 conveyors, because they're so much faster. Why did I not think about this sooner? Yeah, the good thing is pure definitely seems to keep up. That seems to go in for a long time, so maybe we should hook up more of those. Because the impure stuff seems to go pretty damn quick. Alright, I think this should be good. The max that we hooked up is 4, which is on this side. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think with the increased speed of these conveyors, that should be fine. But let's give them back their fuel. I'm also going to replace all this with tier 3 conveyor belts, because they're so much faster, man. Alright, it's going to take a little while to kickstart. I'm going to give these last ones here just a bunch of fuel. It would also help, I think, if I start unloading sand in this area. Alright, everything seems to unload fine. I feel like I'm being scammed here, though. Like, it's still not going down at all, even though everything is running. Alright, I'm gonna hook up one more to this. If that doesn't make it start running, I don't know, I will. Alright, there we go, finally. So you need like 500 more dig speed in order for it to go down, and that is slow as hell still. That is crazy. Ultimately, even at that low speed, that's not gonna keep running for a crazy long time. Like, these crushers just ain't fast enough. Because I think one crusher, it produces 12, it uses 6 a minute. It's producing a bit faster than 1 a minute, of course. Or, well, than 12 a minute. But let's say this can keep up for, like, 4 pumps at a time, right? Let's see, 4 pumps, we got 3 of them, so that'd be 12 pumps. It can keep up the pure stuff, I think, just... Actually, no, because we have, like, 1 or 2 more than that. So we have like 14 pumps. So pure will run out, but pretty slow. There's a lot out of here because it would take a lot of fuel, of course, to back everything up. However, the impure stuff though, that took like 28.5. That is a big increase. So either we need to pump more pure fuel into the system. Was 18. 18.7, I guess. Not 28. So either we need to pump in more pure fuel, or we're just gonna have to create a crap ton of impure. I think ultimately we should increase the refinery next episode and then hook more up to the pure fuel. But hey, sand is now very slowly draining. That took a ton of pumps, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 19, 21. It took 25 pumps in order for this entire place to drain sand at an abysmal rate. That's the minimum amount we needed too. Calculations be out the fucking window here as well, because we needed more than the refill rate. Like a significant amount more too. Because 500, that's like 1.5 pumps. Because it's only doing 350 a minute per pump. That's not how calculation should be run, man. One of these numbers is incorrect. It's the fucking refill rate. That shit should have been down farther, man. Right, at least we're pumping. We just need to increase fuel capacity. Once we did that, we can hook up plenty more of these pumps. The thing that would be scary though is we would have to replace them at some point. I'm kind of hoping that we find a sweet spot where there's a lot of like ground beneath them or sand beneath them, kind of like these two right here or these 4 right here. These are in like the perfect spot because they go basically all the way down almost. Alright, I had a bunch of excess in here from when I was constructing the crushers, so I quickly hooked up an extra crusher. This is going to be temporary. This is just where the excess gets produced for right now, just so we have a little bit extra in these chests. That way our buffer should hopefully be big enough so that we can calmly work on expanding our system. And of course what I want is to have this slowly fill up instead of drain. But hey, that's going to be it for right now. I hope you all enjoyed, and I see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.